Good morning, everybody. It's Greg here from Ragosa. I hope everybody had a wonderful weekend. Welcome to Monday. Market ticked up 61 points over the weekend. That's a pretty decent move. Market being SPX. Let's go see if we can finally get down to business and really do the fun stuff. Can we make a trade in the weekly cash settled? No, we cannot. So what are we gonna do? I'm not gonna waste my time selling vol again today, especially with the VIX being at 17.7. I'm not even gonna bother to try. So look at this. I'm saying before on the video, VVIX at 100. Yeah, VVIX is at 100. Does that mean that you should look to be selling vol? Probably not. I mean, personally, I like to look at the specific Vegas selling strategies once the VIX itself gets close to 19, preferably above 19. Like 18 and a half. I'm starting to really watch it at 17.7. For me, in my opinion, there is just not enough juice left to squeeze. This 61 point over weekend rally did give us some benefit though. I can close out some of these insurance contracts for maybe some cash. So what was 530? Yeah, well, should we wait to see what the market's gonna come out with? You know what? Let's go 550. 550. No, let's go 56. Wait, how many points is my I should know this, but whatever. Yeah, 110. Yeah, 560. No, wait. Let's cover both commissions on both sides. There we go. Like, I'm cheap. I'm cheap. And this one we're gonna route for, let's do 120 for the same reason. $5 is $5. And we'll just get out of those. Are those things live? Yeah. They're all good to go. Cool. Let's see how many contracts have traded on MES over the weekend. Almost 230,000. Not bad. Alright. Should I give you guys a market update? Yeah, sure. Let's see how things are looking over the weekend and how we're pricing coming into open. Might as well be flat. Consumer staples, we've got a bid 1% up on consumer discretionary. Financials, close to 1%. Healthcare, 0.5%. Communications, just over half. Utilities, just over a quarter. Bonds are ticking up. Dollar index is essentially unchanged. Gold is up 0.75%. Oil is getting crushed because Trump said, hey, we're spending too much in the war. Funny thing, Ukrainians seem to be able to shoot these drones down with like rifles and airplanes. If you guys didn't watch that video, where is that video? Is it this one? No, that's the CME. I want to show you guys this at some point. M. Borsellino, but not right now. Anyhow, there's this video going around about some gunner in a prop plane there, and he's just sniping these Russian drones out with like his Mosin Nagant or whatever he's using. I don't know. Looked pretty cool. They're definitely not using Patriot missiles. Anyhow, so energy is down. Industrials up 1%. Materials up 0.5%. Tech basically 1.5%. Real estate, I mean, they've got a very nice green candle on the daily. So they're doing something. But again, who cares about real estate? And maybe some people care about real estate. And then equal weight S&P is maybe gonna hit 0.75%. But yeah, it looks like the equal weight and the futures there. The futures are gonna be basically what the SPX is gonna be like. It looks like they're pretty close. So, you know, it's a nice kind of rally today. If tech takes off, this could be, I mean, if anything's going to take off, it's probably going to be tech, right? If tech takes off, or if energy pulls back, regains some ground, you know, we could be in for an even bigger rally. But what are we going to do today now that I can't trade what I want to trade? It is the first day of single stock futures, so maybe we can have some fun with that. Let's pull up what the codes are here. Because yeah, single stock futures released today, and maybe we can just do some dynamic delta hedging with them. Yeah, those are populating. Wait. You know what? Let's look one more time. Nope. Tease me. Oh. Okay. Let's look at the specs. Okay. So it should be SAAPL. What are the margins on this thing? Ooh. I don't think you're getting... What is... Well, you're getting some relief. I mean, notional on 100 shares is going to be 33,500, 400, and you only need to post up 5,000. Make it hard though. We're supposed to have some minis too. Micros. There we go. I highly doubt this will be up. Oh wait, they're not going to be there because they don't have... options. Same deal. But those ones are printing. Huh. They actually have some people that are trading. Alright, what are the margins on this? This should be like 500. Yeah, that ain't bad. You know. Huh. Okay. Well, maybe we'll be able to trade these later in the week. What I was going to do, my backup plan if we weren't able to trade the S&P 500 micro e-minis was to, you know, do some dynamic delta hedging in the paper trading account. But now I can just leisurely spend the morning building that out in the paper account, and then I can show you guys what I did and all that fun stuff, so you can recreate it with me. Okay, I'm gonna pause the video and then pull it back up. Alright, welcome back everybody. So this is my paper trading account. I just want to touch on something nice and quick. On my paper trading account here, I use this as my reference on my phone. So instead of pulling up my real money account, I pull up my paper trading account so I can't fat finger anything or what have you. And I keep the same watch list. Here you can see the futures watch list. It's got everything in there. It is a mess. I don't make it nice to look at or anything of that sort because I don't spend time in the paper account. And you know, if I'm on the phone, I can spend a little bit of time to just scroll through this to find the ticker that I need. And then I use the portfolio, or I just throw in a position, and so I can watch it. Like, this is my watch list. Keeps yourself honest on when you got the idea and when you can get in, and you can see that if I actually put money to work long term, it ain't so bad. But there's been a lot of like market drifts, so it's not like I wouldn't claim to know what I'm doing. Let's just put it that way. Now I built out the platform here for the purpose of trying to run some dynamic delta hedging in the S&P 500 complex. So what I did, and this is under the idea that we were going to use it for the new single stock futures that got released today, but they're not available for trading, which is unfortunate. But that doesn't stop us from at least getting practice with dynamic delta hedging, so we can see, is it for us? Is it something that we like to do? Can we get a personal edge on it? What do the market makers do? What do the quants, at Citadel and Jane Street and HRT and all those guys? What is it that they're coding in? What are they looking at? What happens? Well, they do dynamic delta hedging, and it's kind of something like this. So let me quickly give you a breakdown of the platform structure that I built here. In the center of my screen, if you recall, my screens I've got two lower screens, one upper screen. So right in my immediate field of vision, I see the S&P 500 E-mini contract, the ES. Right underneath that, equal weighted S&P. And then I've got VIX on the other side and VVIX right next to it. Because if we're gonna go and delta hedge some options and stuff like that, we want to know what the VIX is doing. Now, mind you, we want to know kind of how volatility is going in the particular time cycle that we're going to be hedging on. And you know what? We might as well pick 0 day. And in the 0 day, the actual VIX index is only so useful. We really should be using the VIX 1 day, but unfortunately I cannot pick up VIX 1 day in Interactive Brokers. So anyhow, what does the next stuff look like? Well, I've got Nvidia, Apple, Google, Microsoft, and then on the next screen, Amazon, Broadcom, Meta, and Tesla. These are broken up by weights on the S&P 500, and the reason why I have Tesla on this one far side is because it's the smallest weighting out of the bunch, and I can pull up my calls or my option chain here, and I can still see the important stuff. Although if I need to pull up another option chain, as you know, I like to run two if need be. I can do that. So I'm not without options. It's better to plan ahead and find out you don't need it or you don't use it than to be in the middle of a trade and wish you had it. Now, let's look at the top monitor. What is this looking like? Well, I've got some macro indications on what's going on here. So I have oil, and then gold, and then 10-year treasuries. And then below that, I've got the sector ETFs, the 6 most prominent or impactful sector ETFs on the S&P 500. So that's XLK, that's your tech, then XLF, that's your financials, XLC, your communications, XLV, your healthcare, XLI, your industrials, and XLY is... I should know this. I should know this. What is XLY? Why am I drawing a blank? You're going to consumer discretionary. Wow, okay. You know what? Whatever. You can always look. Don't, you know what? Don't feel bad about forgetting stuff. You can always right click and look. Now I built up the second window here, which is going to kind of be our position management window. I've got a watch list pulled up. I have that watch list synced up with the order entry. I can see our orders that are sitting right there. I don't know if this is the size of windows that I want to see or not. I don't know. And then I just have a current running tape of the E-mini futures. So just kind of getting a feel for what's moving, you know, stuff like that. At the moment, it looks like we're having a pretty decent sell-off. The market's been open for an hour, and wow, those calls that I went to go sell, they're I bet they did not get filled. Whatever. Now, in the dynamic delta, oh, maybe I should make this look a little nicer. Let's broaden that, and let's give that a nice little thing. Cool. So here we want to beta weight our delta hedging. And what does that look like? Well, I was just really lazy, and instead of running a regression analysis like you should if you're going to actually put this money together, I mean, you can be lazy and go back to the envelope and see if it works for you, and then if it's working, you know, why not refine it a little bit? Now with AI, you can totally vibe code something to just pull, and with the APIs from Interactive Brokers too, or even just a Yahoo Finance download. You can pull out this information to update your betas daily or intraday if you want. Like if you want to just update your betas every hour, I don't know. Do what makes sense for you. But you know, pick your betas somehow. And if you're going to put real money on the table, just realize that if you're going to go quick and dirty and lazy, that might be an issue. So anyhow, I've got 5-year monthly beta. The percent of, that's a very terrible, there we go. The percent weighting of the S&P 500 that each ticker represents. The beta weight of that percentage. The current price, because that's important. And then the index multiplier, which is just needing to do a bunch of math to figure out the rest of the stuff. 100 share notional, 10 share notional of the actual stock by its current share price, and then what those 100 shares or 10 shares look like in terms of your contract delta itself. So some interesting notes here. Meta is a full 100 lot of Meta, or the large single stock future for Meta, is going to represent roughly 20 deltas in an ES contract. That's what this thing is showing you. So you can easily overhedge your deltas, which is why we probably want to be using the 10 shares if we're running a 1 lot of ES. Now, we're talking about kind of beginner strategies and stuff like that. I wouldn't necessarily call this something for beginners, although I'm not going to say it's incredibly complex either. The reason why I would be hesitant to say that this is for beginners is just because of dollars at risk. Maybe this music is a little loud right now. Let's cut it back a bit. There we go. You know, dollars at risk here. This ES contract is pretty big. Like, let's just do something really nice here. We're going to look to capture the 30 delta. We're looking at $36,000. If you're starting a business, because that's what this is, we're a liquidity provider. You know, you're looking to pony up with 36,500 Canadian dollars. That's a decent chunk of change. Maybe you don't want to jump into the market doing this, but you know what? This is a good exercise. So let's have some fun. Let's plant our flag and get in a position and see how she goes. What do we... First off, let's find out what the expected move for the day is. Look at how fast these things are going. Goodness, this is a moving market. Okay, 38 points. So that's gonna put us. Let's say 40 points because math sucks. That's gonna go put us at 75 here. That's the expected move of the day. Do we want to run? That's not giving us so much. You know what though? This should be okay. This should be okay. We will see. And then you will see exactly how much, like, you know, commissions and stuff just eat up everything. And the friction in the market. I'm just wondering if we actually want to. There's not a lot of juice. I kind of feel like this one here, or 10 points. 10 points is nice. Cool. This thing is moving around so much. Where do we want to blast it? Let's go. Let's just hit the ask. I mean, this thing's moving around so fast. There we go. We got in. This thing's moving around so fast. I mean, like this is for high frequency at its best. You know, don't try to. So we are in. Now we wait. We can pull this onto our. Can we come on? Summary. No. Why you not like me? Alright, 74, 75. That's the wrong one. $74.55. Okay, we can pull this right here just to keep an eye on what our thing is at. And let's get to work. VIX is pulling up nicely. VVIX is pulling up, which makes sense because the market is coming down. We are in the position, and we are letting it cook. Okay, we don't need to. I like looking at graphs because it makes me feel comfy, especially if there's a lot of visual information. Me personally, I can keep track mentally if I'm looking at one ticker, but if I have to look at all of these tickers, I personally cannot track mentally the price movement in the day, so I don't know at any given moment if Meta is having an up day or a down day or a localized up or down day. Like, I know it's going up 1.25% right now, but what does that really mean? Well, we look at the graph here, or the chart, and Meta is actually in a localized sell-off right now. I would not know that, and I wouldn't be able to keep that in my head if I'm just looking at the board price numbers. So that's why I don't. Okay, so we are taking some heat on our position because we got in at 10.2, and it is that. So this might be a good time to pull out some delta hedging. What is ripping against us right now? Let's look at that XLV. What is this? The 8 tickers that we are looking to hedge against right now represent about 38% of the S&P 500. They're some of the most active 38%, but keep in mind we're not doing everything. So, we are unhedged temporally against healthcare. So keep that in mind. And you can see quickly how trying to run an operation like this in the S&P 500 complex is really almost something that's the purview of algorithmic traders, because this is a lot for one person to handle, but I think it's great practice. And honestly, let's say you're running in a portfolio margin account because you'll get killed on capital efficiency for Reg T. If you are running this kind of operation in, let's say, XLK, it's a lot easier because you're dealing with a lot fewer tickers. That's just kind of my thing. But, don't fret. You can still make this, you can still be a human trader doing dynamic delta hedging in the S&P 500. People did it for, years before computers became really in there. Did computers take a lot of edge? Oh yeah, they definitely did. I mean, don't mistake me there. But don't say it can't be done. Where there is a will, there is a way. Okay, so we have upside exposure. We are structurally short upside gamma, and so that's what we have to watch out against. So we just need to keep a hawkeye look on what's all going on. Everything seems to kind of be going in a bit of a sell-off. Microsoft seems to be kind of holding out. Maybe, let's keep that in mind. We want to hold on to, we might want to start hedging some Microsoft deltas. If it goes on a rip, we'll pull out some Microsoft deltas. So what's all going on here? So tech, if you remember when I looked over the market before open, I said if tech decides to go on a run, we could be in for a very, very green day, and it decided to not go for a run. It did the complete opposite. We essentially sold off 100 points. That is life. No one can predict these things with any kind of accuracy or precision. You just have to run with what you get. Just play the game. There's some things you can do to stack the deck in your favor, but what? I was watching the Hawk on Netflix over the weekend. You know, you just gotta play it where it lies. Just play it where it lies. Or play it as it lies. Something like that. Okay. So we're pulling back. The other thing we could do here is just try to bleed off some delta exposure by picking up some MES. I mean, that's going to cancel out any kind of delta that we're picking up, 1-for-1. That's why it's right underneath here, so I can easily refer to it. If I want. That's kind of our big, like, boom. We can manage the dynamic delta on these 8 tickers, and where that's like 38-40% of the marketplace. And then for that other 60%, if we just need a big hammer, that's what we go with. Okay, so Google's starting to pick up, Microsoft's starting to pick up. Everything's starting to pick up. We're starting to take on some heat. So, where was my sheet? Let's pick up, no, 10. Oh, buy. We're gonna shave off some Google. Let's shave off some NVIDIA because it's running up. Amazon's still going down, that's where we need. AVGO, it's pulling up. Let's pick up a 10 on that. Tesla's picking up. Let's pick up a 10 on that. And then this is how you find out how good of a trader you are. I guess. You know, I can resize these things. And insert column, position P&L. We want a position. Move position. Insert column. This is why you want to set all this stuff up beforehand, because if this was real money, this would feel stressful, eh? Let's go unrealized P&L. Let's compress the change. We don't need unrealized P&L to be so big. Okay. Alright, so Tesla is bleeding us off right now. So let's just do a quick math reference here. We picked up 10 Tesla. 10 Broadcom. Now you don't want to be, you want to have something that's far cleaner than this and faster if you're actually doing this in the market, right? But we're practicing, we're learning. So I got Google, I got Tesla, I got Broadcom, and Nvidia. Okay, so we just shaved off 4 deltas. I want to find out insert column, options. Where's our deltas? Greeks, deltas. Okay, so we pulled off some deltas. We know we're going to have some deltas. We came there with 3, and we pulled out 4. So we're basically still back to the deltas that we had before. Okay, Meta's doing a bit of a run. Let's pick up some Meta. Looks like Microsoft's picking up a run. Let's pick up some Microsoft. Apple and Amazon. I don't know. They seem like they kind of stalled out a bit. I'm going to resize these windows a little bit more so I can see that contracting. Good. So 74.55. We know that we can just shave off immediately deltas using MES. So that is like our backstop, our get out of jail free kind of deal. Meta is doing up. Microsoft. See, these hedges, they're doing what they need to on the box. We'll find out at the end of the day how things are going. You know, you don't. We tried to basically just pull out some deltas on these underlies dynamically as we needed to minimize our delta exposure, right? Keep that in mind. And if we need to hit it with the micro E-mini, we will. So 74.55. We've got another 10 points of runway. I think once we go to 74.50, I'll start picking up some micro contracts, but we'll see. I mean, we already have some nice Nice positioning here on these deltas. Meta's pulling back. Maybe we want to cut that. We'll see. I mean, you look at that where we're essentially scratched on Meta, but Nvidia's pulling back. You know, you don't want to don't get married to don't get married to these positions. We are dynamically hedging our delta, beta weighted deltas with these underlies. So the fact that they're green is good for us because right now we are taking 2.6 points of heat. Each point on this is $50, so we're looking at like $125 of heat that we're taking, and 40 and we've just hedged out $80 of it. But we can do this smartly, you know. Is AVGO topping out? Yeah, AVGO looks like it's topping. Close it. Let's just close that. Tesla. Is Tesla topping? Could be. Let's close it. Actually, let's close all of them. Boom. We are out. Now we're gonna hold this. Looks like maybe we want to pick up. Remember I said 74.50 is our target for starting to pick up the micro contracts. And if we need to pick up micro contracts to zero our deltas, we just need 4 of them. Or if you want to fully zero it out, we need 10. There's 1. Get that up on the block. It's not moving yet. Okay, it's starting to pick up, but it hasn't crossed. Is it gonna cross? It might. Yeah, let's fucking around. Let's not, why, I wanna just, what is that thing? No, don't bracket. Why are you wanting to bracket? There we go. All right, let's look again how our underlie is running. Google might still be going for a run. I don't know. Now, the kind of nice thing about this style of trading is if you end up getting stuck with some of these underlies, these are good companies. Like they have a place in portfolios. You know, this is not junk that you're hedging with. This is honest to goodness good stuff. Whether or not they're great in terms of, let's pick up another one of these. Whether or not they're great in terms of fundamentals, I mean, I don't know. That's for you to decide. No, I don't want to pick up a stop order. I don't want to sell it. Why are you? I want to buy it. And we want to. Okay, whatever. Oh, I see what it did. It did another bracket. I've got it. Maybe I should have held on to okay, so but we've got 4 deltas cut off. 40 deltas, sorry. Cut out. So we've got 10 delta equivalent exposure right now. Let's pick up another one. This is annoying me. You know what? We're just gonna deal with it for right now. Or order entry press bracket. VIX just pulled back a bunch. Huh. Why can't I? Okay. I had this set up for intraday scalping before, and okay, let's pick up another Google. Let's pick up Google again. Microsoft. Let's pick up Microsoft again. Tesla looks like it's capping out. Apple is going for a run. Meta, do we have Meta? Do we have Meta? We don't have Meta. In my financial engineering class, this is how we got introduced to options. The guy came from a market making firm, and they're like, hey, we're gonna learn how to manage our deltas, delta hedging. But it was a little bit different. It was more long-term delta hedging, not intraday. At the time, you know, well, like the 0-day market did not exist when I was going through school. Okay, now so we're taking some heat on that contract, but like, is that so bad? I don't know. I don't know. Is it? Does it matter? It's as long as your netlet can handle it, that's all that counts. What does our summary look like? Look at that. Look at that mess. Let's look at the macro view. Not much is changing. Communications might be going for a run. Looks like healthcare topped out though. Wait, what else is ticking? Cool. Is Nvidia coming back up? Has it found a floor? Might have. Let's pick up some more deltas here. More hard deltas. We're essentially delta neutral right now on the contract. Tesla's starting to fall off. Let's close that. Why are you not taking it? Get me out of it. Get me out. There we go. Check our summary. It ain't bad. I mean, I don't know. Are we actually gonna make money on the day? Well, who knows? Who knows? Nvidia's being a dog though. Goodness. Okay, is Apple topped? It may have topped. Okay, we've got 60 deltas right now. We are overhedged. Completely overhedged. That's okay. Because we're currently in the money. I don't want to stay in the money. I mean, we're right at it. We're still in Apple. Apple's pulling back. And then stalling. Let's get out. Let's not get me out. There we go. Close Apple. Google's pulling back. Let's pull back on Google. Where are we? Meta, Microsoft. Okay, that's still moving. Kind of. Boom, 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 boom. Hope you guys like the music. I enjoy it. Alright, Tesla might be coming back. You can see too, on all these trades here, those commissions, oh, those are talk about OPSEC. Here, I'm gonna just pause this. Alright, we're back. You see my account number from that. Could you see it in anything else? No? Okay. Yeah, so you can see these commissions, these commissions, they add up. Meta seems like it could be stalling. Microsoft could be stalling. Let's lock in this. Did I make a bad call? I might have made a bad call. I might have made a bad read. Microsoft's coming back. We're like right on the knife edge. You can see if this thing is running so violently in my account right here, right now, just imagine what it's like on Citadel's books, where they're trying to like, let's look at the volume and open interest right here. You know, they've got all these contracts that they're all working to just dynamically hedge out the same way I'm doing it right now, or very similarly, but they're doing it with their algos. And they're able to capture the spread rather than just kind of just taking it as it comes. I'm just taking those as they come here, but you can see that that 30 delta call, it got hit pretty quick. We got in somewhere around here, and boom, a couple minutes later, we are fighting for it. All right, looks like Google's coming back. Bye. We're in Microsoft. Let's get back in on Apple. Where's Apple? Amazon's going for a run. We're taking Amazon. Nvidia just being a dog. Okay, so I might have made a little bit of been a little over eager on hedging some stuff out. Cutting do I want to cut a contract on that? No, that's okay for right now. We'll see if it goes to 46. Yeah, it did. Alright, Meta's moving down. Let's just double down on the directional here, because we're going to gunsling a bit. Nvidia is just being taken to the woodshed today. Let's add some extra deltas onto Nvidia. Tesla's moving down. Google. We're reversing the position on Google. Amazon. Currently on 10. Let's reverse it. Broadcom. Let's cut this because we're bleeding deltas on that. Apple, we are bleeding on that. Let's reverse it. Microsoft, let's reverse Microsoft. Where is Microsoft? Okay, let's macro view. Microsoft seems to be holding. Let's clear that short. Is it holding? I can't tell. things are pulling back. Okay, let's buy. Lock me in. There's probably a way to do this a lot faster, all in all. Let's reverse the position on that. Microsoft, reversing position on Microsoft. Where is Microsoft? There you are. And Nvidia just did not continue, just decided to come up and hit us. Let's give that 20. Let's reverse the here. We can use the algo. Okay, how are we looking? Looks like we might need to pick up. Why? That stupid thing is still in there. There we go. Did I really mess up? I did mess up my... I am not trading well right now. Tried to run a little hot with I'm pretty sure I've just given up all the points we possibly... Yeah, look at that. So many points he gave up on ES. You can see how... Are you doing well? Are you not doing well? Let's reverse it, add on some extra deltas. Okay, are we on the right side of things? We're not on the right side of Google. Let's adjust Google. Let's reverse it. Drop down, reverse it. Torque it. What was that, like Missy Elliott or something? This is like a straight up video game. Video golf. Look at that, I think I just killed myself. Are we still in the video? We are. Yeah. I'm not gonna play around with that. Let's just zero out on that. Okay, Broadcom, we're bleeding a bit on Broadcom hedge, Tesla hedge. I think I just traded out all the alpha we could possibly get from this contract. Where we got on 500? No, we still got some. I mean, I lost so much on the ES. See, it's really like hitting with a hammer. You know, using the underlying stocks is kind of like hitting with a scalpel. Way more room for forgiveness. But let's try to hope we can get out for a bit of a win here. We'll see how she goes. Oh, Tesla's going for a run. Let's reverse position in Tesla. Gonna reverse position in Google. Do we go back in and shorten the video? Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Where are you? Where are you? We got the wrong move on Google. Everything is running. I mean, ideally this could be where you want to just pull off and let the thing run and not like try to micromanage your positions, but let's just cut Amazon. It's not doing us any good. But you know what? This is paper money. Who cares? We're having fun. We're learning. We're reading tape. It's a good exercise. The amount of commissions. Oh, look at that. I mean, realized P&L, it's not terrible for just trying to hedge, except for if we just remove the MES. And honestly, I could have just rolled the large contract out, instead of trying to cover it with MES. You know, operational fixes. With selling the premium on the ES, it gives us a bit of a buffer on actually day trading this stuff. I mean, like, are we day trading? Not really. We are dynamically delta hedging our exposure on our broad market position, and we're doing that intraday. So personally, I would call that day trading because we're trading intraday. I like simplicity. Makes sense to me. But we're not trying to catch trends, really. We're just trying to see where the momentum, where each equity, each underlie is going, and we're focusing on that. That's one way of doing it, and you can see what my current success is. It is mixed. And after you factor in commissions, it is probably definitely down. But we've got like $500 of premium that we sold in ES. So if you look at this whole thing, I'm at like, what, I burnt 5 points maybe? So if you think about it like that, it's like you burnt 5 points for just trading poorly. That's life. Okay, Apple's going for a bit of a run. Let's cut that. We are short Apple. Let's drop down. Let's reverse that. Meta could be softening. Let's reverse that. We're finally making some money back on Nvidia. We need to make a lot of money back on it. Now look how hard the our contract here has come in. We've come in 4 points, almost 5 points now, and we're basically at entry from the day. This is how much premium just got sucked out of it. I mean, those guys out there that are buying these 0-day things, goodness. Ooh, 79 trades. We have picked up basically $80 worth of commissions today to get this thing done. You can completely judge me on how effective I've been doing. I deserve it. I'm playing this thing like a video game, though. I know that. But when you sell so much premium, you can afford to try to get a little bit of trading edge. I mean, this is where you can really pick up a little of extra cash. You have some buffer, you know. So cool. How long is this video going? Hour 20. I mean, you guys are watching me trade this thing in real time. Do we want to add on some? How do we feel for the ES? You know what? Let's hold off on that. Let's just try to pick up pennies from our underlie movements. Seems like we're having way more success doing that. today than trying to pick where the broad market is going. I think. What is our summary showing us? Summary showing a mixed board, but outstanding. It seems like we're currently doing okay. Okay, Apple. We're reversing Apple. Come on, come on, come on. Nvidia could be stalling out on us right now. Let's close Nvidia. We're gonna let Amazon run. Broadcom might be coming back. Let's book our profits on Broadcom. I want out of here. Tesla. Not 1,000. Oh, that's not what I wanted. I made a mistake. Real-time mistake. How are we looking? How's the broad complex doing? Good little sell-off. Equal weights pulling down. Google could be coming back. Let's book some profits on Google. Meta just ticked back up. I don't want to stick around. We got some good gains on that run. Apple's moving down hard. Microsoft's moving down. Are we in the green already for the day? 2, basically. I mean, we're losing commissions. Okay, Amazon is starting to come back. Let's close you. Get me out of it. Google's starting to come back. Let's pick up some Google. Tesla's starting to come back. Let's pick up some Tesla. Microsoft, let's get out of Microsoft, book our profits by 10. AVGO, Broadcom going back down, Apple still going down. We'll hold on to that short. Alright, let's throw another short onto AVGO. What's our summary looking like? Not so bad. Let's look again. Overall complex. Why is C? Nothing C. Okay. Kind of settling in. London's about to close up, and when they go home, we're gonna go home. Microsoft's pulling back. They're pulling up. Let's get in on that. I mean, they might be pulling up. Apple. We are going to buy back our position. Actually, we're going to reverse that. Alright, let's see if I read this little move correct. Okay, it looks like we're sitting okay. Looks like we're sitting okay. Apple might be pulling. Okay, how are we looking? Broadcom's coming up. Microsoft is stalling out. Google, do I really know what's happening with Google right now? Can I really see? I don't know. All this stuff, I mean, it's basically a coin flip. Okay, let's zero Google. Let's zero Microsoft. Oh wait, I'm long Microsoft. How's our summary looking? It's not so bad. Tesla, let's cut the lead on Tesla. Actually, let's reverse it. Apple, let's reverse the bleed on Apple. Google's picking up again. Summary 270, pretty much flat on that. I mean, maybe it's like what, 250. Yeah, we're kind of flat. So we're down on commissions. Things are going in our favor. We're not gonna pick up another MES. No, no, no. Is Apple gonna come back up? I don't know. What about you, Microsoft? Microsoft, you're doing it for a rundown. Can we tell anything of what's happening with Nvidia right now? I don't think so. Let's just close. Let's zero you out. Made the wrong call on it. Reverse you. Apple, let's reverse you. Looks like we're going a bit of a market sell. I do not want to sell that many shares. Okay, Google, we're in the right direction on Google. Google's taking a nice run for us right now. Very nice, Google. Thank you. We're getting hammered on ABGO. Let's just close this thing out. Okay, Google's coming back. Let's just book in some profit. Meta. Meta's going down. Still going down. Microsoft's coming down. Apple's coming down. Tesla is remaining kind of unchanged. Let's just zero our Tesla position here, because I don't want to get stuck on it. Let's leave the things that are working for the things that are working. Google's coming down even more than I suspected. Oops. Let's throw a short onto Google. We are going into the last 3 minutes of Euro trading. So that's about time for us to wrap things up. Liquidity will start to dry. Again, kind of. We're going to get in a lower period of volume. Meta's still running nice. Okay, nice. We're picking up $16. That's lunch. But like, a win is a win. You know what? Sometimes you can't be so focused on what the actual full number is showing you. Just gotta take it. Is it green or is it red? Okay. Amazon looks like it's stalling out. Let's cut that. Let's zero that position out. Google's coming back. Is it? I don't know. 5 minutes left. Let's just zero it. Just zero it and see how we're doing for the day. No, I want Microsoft. Meta came back on us. We lost our lunch. Alright, I got hit. Okay. Let's see how we did. We lost money to the broker. But you saw I did tons of trades. And our real loss came on the huge kind of delta zeroing with the micro e-minis. Just pull up a calculator here. -8. Ha! $6. Alright, so we made $6 out of that. And how many trades did we do? Goodness. I think when it does the number of recent trades is 130. Look at that. 130. And it's all basically $1. Maybe a little more. Maybe a little less. So we did all of that to lose $130. But if I would have just rolled out the contract and given myself some more space instead of just trying to hedge out my deltas with the future, the micro future, we would have had much better numbers. Much better. We wouldn't have lost $230 on it. So that's an area for strategic improvement. I would say out of the whole practice of everything, our delta hedging was let's take this number and our delta hedging cost us $34. That's a little over half a point in ES. So we did all of this and lost about half a point. And if you factor in broker commissions, all of that dynamic hedging lost us maybe 2.5 points. You know, it's about $100 in commissions, give or take. So 2.5 points on this. We sold the contract for just about 10. And we came out and we made some. We could have potentially made some cash, but I have not run a strategy like this for the better part of like 18 years. So we can say this is my first day back after 18 years of doing this type of trading. So I can't be disappointed with that, and if I'm not disappointed with that, I hope you're not either. Let's look at what the margin requirement Usually it's like 33% of notional. So if we were to take full is that what it's at? Where is my... What is the notional on this thing? Not the notional, margin. 25,000. Okay. So to run this strategy here, where we fully, if we want to fully deploy our 10 share delta mitigations, where we're looking at needing initial margin in the area of $34,000. You want to have some room to be able to roll things out and take some heat. So let's say if you had a working trading portfolio of about $50,000 and you wanted to put it to work doing this type of trading, you see that it is conceptually possible to make a couple bucks doing this. And I am sure with some more reps and some more practice, we can pull some dollars out of the market. But this is kind of what we're looking at here. Let's say $50,000 in capital, and on one contract maybe we can pull out 3-4 points or something like that over the course of the day using the daily contract, which is kind of what we want, because that thing is just going to decay the fastest. Personally, I think that if you want to try to dynamically delta hedge in this manner, it makes sense to use the closest to the shortest day to expiry to get that to happen, because you're really just trying to manage your delta exposure at time equals 0, and at time equals 0, volatility also equals 0. So the only thing left is that intrinsic premium value, how much that contract is in the money for, and you want to be able to cover yourself for that in the moneyness, and that's what we tried to do. So was this a blowout success? No. But was it a completely fruitless endeavor? I don't think so. I think it had some value. Anyhow, thank you for stopping by. We're pushing 1 hour 51 minutes on this video, so if you stuck around for the whole time, I hope you enjoyed it. And have a great week. Happy trading.